Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. We don't let to get these fellers and lady fella rest anymore. They need to come out and play. They've got some stuff that I'd like to address in the sanitarium, like soft ruminator. I think there's a fear of mankind on Stanley as well, which obviously is not something I really would normally allow to stay around, but these guys, they gotta get cranking. And I ain't gonna let them dilly-dally no more. Also want to check the Nomad Wagon. We got another Berserk Mask, which I probably don't need a fourth of, I'm pretty sure. And then Wrathful Bandana. 20% damage to rank 4 and a 30% debuff skill chance. Which she doesn't have that many of, now that I think about it. She has Suppressing Fire, which is actually pretty damn good. I've just never used it before. I don't think the knockback constitutes a debuff, but it might. That would be interesting. Let's see if I can maybe take off Battlefield Bandage and replace that with Suppressing Fire. And then I could probably use the Wrathful Bandana pretty effectively. Also, 3 Cleansing Crystals. Hooray! What a wonderful display of trinkets. I think that'll do. These guys are going to be ready to go pretty much no matter what we do. Apart from taking them into the sanitarium, which would be, you know, a nice boon, but we can't afford that luxury right now. Moon Ring for the reward over here, as well as a Book of Holiness, another legendary bracer. That's tempting. I am going to take them into a champion dungeon, considering I think they are ready for the task. This one's a short one as well, and even though I'd probably prefer a medium one, a free legendary bracer is hard to pass up. Them things that's good. So let's go ahead and do it. Fipri is our rank 2 man-at-arms. Then Carteret is going to be using, of course, we got to equip all of the trinkets first. There we go. Use that brand new Wrathful Bandana, which we have 2 of, apparently. Let's do that. Yeah. 40% damage buff and the debuff chance. So hopefully we're going to be having some opportunities to utilize Suppressing Fire today. That would be fun. Let's go ahead and do double Berserk Mask again for our Leper. And then pretty traditional stuff. Legendary Focus Ring combos. On the Men-at-Arms. Still can't double-click that. That would be one thing I really wish we could do. Such silly little simple things that I'm looking for these days. But I gotta push them, man. Especially if they are aware of who I am. I don't even know who they are. It's all just one big mystery, right? It's all an enigma. I don't know why I'm bringing these. I have no need for them. Let's do that. 24 food is kind of pushing it. Maybe I'll bring another stack. I do like to waste money. It's one of my favorite activities. These guys, I'm pretty darn sure, are gonna be able to handle this champion level dungeon pretty well. There's a couple of negative quirks that I'm afraid of, but I think going into the Weald here has actually alleviated some of those concerns for me.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Let us. Let's take that off as well. We know that one of our men-at-arms actually has a quirk that is affected by the light. So as long as we're at Torchlight 0, we're going to be okay. Of course, also running the risk of running into some shamblers. Some shambly wamblers.
A singular strike.
And a 30 damage crit only took him to 10. Okay, well.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
We are reminded yet again that we are in a dungeon that will kick my ass, especially because apparently we have a 20% damage debuff. I wasn't aware of that. That's kind of bad. Let's do Bola. Oh, my God. Her damage. Ranked up to level 5 in the black. Oh, goodness.
The enemy crumbles.
Do it again. Yeah. Oh, they got the blight, though.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Oh, there goes my anti-venom. That 40% damage buff, though, even on the AoE attack for something that's not even meant to be that damaging. That's incredible. We don't have anything for that, but I'll try it and fail. Good resist. Do have to double back up here, unfortunately. There's not really an option. Got a good scout, though. Detected the trap, and there's also not a room battle up here, but I'm curious enough to see. We might find some goodies up here. In fact, I'm kind of welcoming a shambler fight.
Trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
I really ought to see who's the best at detecting traps in this composition. Probably be a valuable resource.
Laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I really think I'm prepared for a shambler fight here. Okay, so now we get to see whether or not... Oh, come on now. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, the shift in party members is not there for some reason, but there it is. So main it. Pretty much by virtue of him being the only level 5 character, I believe, is what gives him the trap detection percentage.
Maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
And that sentence basically says, haha, stupid trap maker, it didn't work, you're dumb, haha. I should have wrote for this game. Really, that was a talent of mine wasted, jeez. Could have gotten all into that Lovecraftian speech. Stupid dumb men with their swords and maces. Being dumb and doing silly things. What a silly group. Haha! Basically the same thing, right? You couldn't even tell the difference.
Destroyed.
Destroyed. It's a better word for that. Pooped on! Ha ha ha! Got him. Wrecked. Oh my god, I would love to hear Wayne June say got him and wrecked.
Obliterated.
No, say like shit on. Shit on.
Trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
It would be so much better. That would be like the not GTA 5 of Darkest Dungeon. Somebody with a high-pitched voice replacing every bit of Wayne June's narration with got him, wrecked, and...
Devastating blow.
Well, you could leave that one in, I guess. That's pretty good. Don't want to affect too much of it now.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Apparently I'm on board with Bola strats all day long now. Bola struts and Bola strats.
Decimated.
These crits are ridiculous. Although I am taking a small amount of damage to my man-at-arms, and that's to be expected, I suppose, given the nature of his attacks. Move back to the 4th rank as well, which is no fun for us. Oh! We need that Arbalest back there. Hopefully we can get him to move up before she gets a turn. Or we can maybe just kill these guys before it even matters. Let's find out. Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I definitely don't need any of those things. Don't use a coffin, or don't use a shovel for that. Shovel for that either. Enunciate and use proper diction when speaking words from your mouth hole, Baer Taffy. There's another one.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed with misintent.
Extra food would not be bad. Okay, I can definitely get on board with that. Pop a couple more. I think we might have over-prepared a little bit as far as my food is concerned. Although we have gotten a lot of activations, but luckily that only matters to the degree of healing us a bit more. And making us much more likely to get through this unscathed, but we'll continue to see.
Well struck.
If the crits do indeed repeatedly land through the course of our day today. And it looks as though they may. Deeter day. Man, I am Dr. Seussing the hell out of this day, man. Rocking it! Keep it up with the retribution. There we go. Alright. AoE results in a double returned attack. Can I get the kill? Not quite. Plenty of damage, though. I believe only one of those strikes lands, although it might have represented the combined effort of 2 attacks in the form of 44 damage. In fact, that seems a little bit more likely. Oh my god, we're all bleeding from that. I didn't even realize that.
Just size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Not a big deal, though. Whoa! That is a pile of loot, and we're done! Okay. Oh, this team.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
This team, man, I don't think I should doubt them anymore. I really think I gotta push them beyond their limits. Well, we did it already one time, but I don't think we've done enough yet. Obviously got to get a full clear on this entire area, and suppressing fire actually might work pretty well here. Got the crit strike on the giant for the debuff of 18 accuracy. That's pretty awesome, but I really wish I would have hit the dog, too. Those bleeds are going to stack and not be my friend. Let's chop them up. Ugh. Leper remains the weakest link here, I think. Party member I may not hesitate to swap about for somebody else. Especially now that we're getting up to the levels that we are. Oh my god, he dodged that attack. That thing is brutal.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Boo. Crit strike on the return. And we're starting to take a little bit more damage. I'm getting a little concerned, especially now that the Arbalist has moved up to the front. He's only got 72 hit points left, though, but she does have to move back. It's basically her only option. Let's go for a Rampart, maybe. Get that stun going. Oh, no, he's got 95. Okay. Still gotta consider these things. They're not immortal. They just look like it. They're not immortal, they just don't die a lot. That was a weak reference. I'm sorry, I can do better than that. Got the stun that time, though. The crits have been reducing our stress. Something awesome. I like it a lot. Oh, her damage just suffers tremendously when she's not in rank 4, though. That's no good, but I should get the kill here. Oh my god, the leper, please. Does he have rabies or something? I don't think he does. I feel like we would have checked in on that.
A victory. Perhaps a turning point.
Move stone. Probably more valuable than these crests, which I definitely do not need any more of. Let's go ahead and eat some food. I think the composition could definitely use it. Free up the inventory slots as well, because why not? And then throw some away, because I'm a jerk. I'm a big, stupid, ugly jerk. Okay. Swap these two. Good to go. No Shambler yet, but it's not... We're literally not out of the woods. That's gonna be an anti-venom. Wonderful. Oh, shoot. We have 6 rubies coming out of here. That is nuts. 6 rubies. And we got the final scout, too. No more battles, huh? Okay. Oh, come on now. Just have to introduce an element of randomness right at the end. Oh, goodness, that's no good. 1 speed. I might have overreacted a little bit there, but still. Not that fun.
Ancient traps lie in wait. Unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Give me them foods! And some citrine at the end of it. Okay. Well, these guys continue to wreak havoc upon the land despite not being in optimal condition, but there it is. All present and accounted for, with no problems to report. Dump, 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 dump. Clean and pretty.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
Man, it's going well now. Things are looking up. Closer to that territory of, you know, getting everybody up to level 6 again. Might be looking for some ways to swap things around, switch things up. On guard is nice, too. I don't like calm. That's bad.
The poor caretaker. I fear his long-standing duties here have affected him.
This is pretty, though. She's 1 point away from 6. He's getting up there fast. And, of course, these champion dungeons are going to provide a lot more damage. Or a lot more experience, I should say. Sorry. Why was he losing out on damage in that last one? That was weird. He must have had some sort of temporary sanitarium disease or something. Or no, like a result of either the Abbey or the Tavern. How's our Nomad Wookin? Nomad Wookin! Looking today! Moonring, maybe? Yeah, we could consider that. Some good options here. Yeah, as far as swapping it up is concerned, though, since we are basically climbing these guys up the ladder with basically no impediment at all, let me know what you guys would want to see. Could maybe consider something like a 1 man-at-arms limit? go with some sort of weird formations. Maybe see if we can even find some of those weirdly named formations that the game developers have introduced now. But let me know. Comment down below what kind of composition you'd like to see in the next episode of Darkest Dungeon. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you then.